And we're live.
Is it on yet? All right, there we go. Awesome. Hey, y'all, this is Craig Wayne Boyd. Here at the Sounds Like Nashville studio in Nashville, Tennessee, looking out the window at the Ryman Auditorium, which is kind of cool. Figured I would come in and share some music with you guys today. We got a new single coming out. I believe April the 11th is when we're supposed to be dropping that. And a few of you guys have probably heard it before. Those of you that haven't, if it's all right with you, I'm going to share it. It's called Better Together. Used to walk the Thames and staring at the ocean, watching all the waves roll in, seeing that sun go down. But the blue wasn't as blue, and the sky wasn't as clear. And no, it didn't look the same, girl, without you here. Baby, this view is just a blue, just another lovely sunset before you. And darling, everything I ever did, yeah, it all added up to nothing, like someone to share it with. Better together, better together, baby, better together. Didn't even know that my heart was missing until I had the answer. I didn't know the question until you opened up my eyes into a world I couldn't see, until you pulled back the covers off the best of me. Baby, this view was just another lovely sunset before you. And darling, everything I ever did, yeah, it all added up to nothing, like someone to share it with. Better together, better together, baby, better together. Better together, baby, better together, better together. Better than I deserve, better with you and me, better than anything or everything I can dream. Oh. Guitar solo goes. Darling, everything I ever did, yeah, it all added up to nothing, like someone to share it with. Better together, better together, baby, better together. Feels like forever, darling, feels like forever, better together.
Woo woo! Thank you so much. So we got people checking in from across the states and also the UK tuning in.
Awesome, very awesome.
So talk to us a little bit about Better Together. You said you had a hand in writing it. Where's the inspiration? What was the day like writing it?
This song right here was one that I did write. The only song on the album that I wrote. I started out the album Top Shelf with a bunch of my own songs. And I just, for some reason, putting this album together, there was a lot of guys out there, and a lot of friends of mine that could say it a little bit better than what I was wanting to say it at the moment. So, but this song right here was one that definitely rose to the top for me. And I sat down catching up with an old friend of mine, Brett James, who he and I had worked together in one of my old bands, Southland. And he's written songs from, good Lord, his list is a mile long. From now I'm going blank on his songs. Kenny Chesney stuff.
Carrie.
Carrie Underwood. I mean, it's a mile long. But it was cool. We sat down and we were catching up. He said he'd been out in California. He was doing some stuff with The Voice, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. And he was like, man, you've gotten married. I was telling him about my wife, and it went into a story that when I first knew. Well, I think the question was from him was, when did you know it was right? You know, and I remember standing up on top of one of the buildings in Santa Monica, and we were up having nighttime drinks, and the sun was going down, and I was like, man, I've been here before, but I've never seen the colors. I've never seen the beauty like this, and I really felt like it was because she was next to me, and I said that to her, and I was like, you know what? When I told the story, Better Together came out. And I was like, you know, it was just better with her. And lo and behold, about 45 minutes later, that song dropped out.
It's amazing how easy it is when it just flows right out and you have the inspiration right in front of you.
It was, and of course, having a writer like him in the room that would take a story of mine and help me hone it like he did. I'm not going to lie, I was typing as fast as I could. What did you say again?
So what does it mean to you now to have a full project out of music that you've recorded out to your fans who have been so supportive since you've been on The Voice and even before that?
I tell you, it's kind of a relief that I finally get some of this stuff out, but I guess I've always been the guy that once I'm done with something, like I'm done with that project, I'm moving forward and doing it again. So I'm already working on the next album, and which is crazy, I know, because we're just on song number 2 out of the I guess, what is it, 13 tracks that's on this album. But I want to stay ahead of the game and ahead of the ball, if you will.
I think a lot of people are like that too, where they just start writing for the next thing, even though the other one's just coming out or whatever the case is.
And I'm last night, it was kind of interesting, and I posted a live video of it. I was going through an old box of CDs, which I'm not sure that my kiddos even understood what those were. They thought they were Frisbees. But I was going through, and I'm actually going back and checking out a lot of songs that I've written in the past, because my catalog is quite extensive with songs that I wrote, because I wrote for EMI when I first moved to Nashville. And it's crazy to go back and listen to some of that stuff and see how relevant it is now versus when it was written. It was a little outside of the box. So it's kind of cool to go back and do that too.
That's awesome. And you're playing a lot of dates this summer out on
Yes.
the road. Talk about where you're heading.
Luckily enough, we've put together this amazing band, and it's all new guys. Some of the folks that have seen me doing some of the radio tours and stuff, you've seen Chris Hara out with me. What's up, buddy? But we've brought in a whole brand new band, just not because for any other reason than just to have new blood and new thoughts into the process. So we've been in rehearsals 2 or 3 times a week, putting together this whole new show. This past week was our first show out with the band, and we got some of the new stuff out there, but we're still honing that. In fact, I'll be leaving here to go to rehearsal to get even more stuff done, because we're out in, I believe we're in Jersey this weekend.
Awesome. Well, if you're up for it, we have a fun game for you.
I'm all about it.
Yeah?
Let's try it.
All right, let's get
I'm
this
a little
started.
nervous,
We're
though.
nothing too scandalous.
I have not. I have. Ooh, this is scary.
All
So
right.
we're going to be playing Never Have I Ever. I'll just ask you 6 different questions, and you'll say if you have or you haven't with the paddle.
All right.
All right. Never have I ever broken a bone.
I have. Both of my collarbones.
Separate times or the
Separate
same time?
times.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one right here is still separate.
Oh, gosh.
Crazy.
Never have I ever hitchhiked.
I have not.
It's probably
That
good.
always scared me, though. I mean, I guess maybe it was the era that I grew up in, but yeah, hitchhiking was always scary. Have I picked up a hitchhiker before? Actually, I have, but I know it's weird, right?
Never have I ever locked my own keys in the car.
Oh, goodness, of course. I almost did it earlier.
Never have I ever greeted someone I thought was someone else or forgot their name while I was greeting them.
Oh, happens all the time.
All the time.
Never have I ever been peed or pooped on by my child.
Yeah, this morning. Happened.
3 months
Those,
old.
those things are dangerous.
And the last one is never have I ever used a fake ID.
I gotta think about this. You know what? No, I haven't. I just got in anyway. No, I have to tell this story because I'm downtown right now. When my early days of moving here, Motley Crue was in town playing at the Bridgestone Arena, and I totally just got dressed up and walked to the back loading dock, walked straight through like I owned the place, and ended up downstairs drinking alcohol in their dressing room, basically.
That's awesome.
I wasn't supposed to be there.
Too late now. They can't do anything. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Before we sign off, let fans know where they can keep up with you this summer.
Hey, y'all, you're on Facebook, I believe, right now. So just go over to Craig Wayne Boyd or CWB Y'all. You guys follow me on there. Also on the website, craigwayneboyd.com. From there, you'll find all the links to all the socials. And please go check out the new music. Top shelf, y'all.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.